Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the SWILL Radio Show. All right, so if you guys haven't guessed it by the picture in the background, what are we talking about? We're talking about some good old 90-Day Fiance the other way. Tell All Part 1. All right, so it wasn't a big episode. It was only an hour long, which I thank TLC so much for, because I hate when they do like 2 to 3 hour episodes, man. I hate it. Trying to watch these things so late at night, it gets kind of rough, guys. All right, so of course we got our favorite couples. We got Jihoon, Devin. We got Paul and Karini. We got Tiffany and Ron. We got Jenny and Sumit. We got Laura and Aladdin. But pretty much the only two people that were there as a couple was Jihoon and Devin. All right, so they get there when the show first comes on, and they ask Jihoon, "Hey, have you ever been to New York before?" And he's of course saying no. Okay, so then he meets with Paul, and Paul acts like he doesn't know what's going on. And Jihoon acts like he doesn't know what's going on as far as like both of them. So they watch the show, so they know, whatever. But they ask about the Jihoon asks Paul about his kid, and he's like, "Yeah, you have a daughter?" He's like, "No, I have a son." And it's like, "Oh," but Paul he seems kind of level headed, honestly, guys. He's kind of dumbfounded that the guy doesn't know what's going on. No, what? No, sure. I don't know why I'm getting like spam calls. Like, this is ridiculous. This is the time of day, guys. I apologize. But yeah, Paul is just like, he seems level-headed, and I don't know, he seems mature for a change. Jihoon seems like a douchebag anyway, no matter what. He seems so immature, like he doesn't know what's going on. All right, so then they go in on each other basically, and I see that they have things a little bit more organized. Of course, we got Sean Robinson as the host, which I think I should be the host, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I should be the host for 90 Day Fiance. So TLC, if you guys are watching, hey, hook your boy up, you know what I'm saying? Like, for sure, I can definitely do a way better job than Sean Robinson. But I don't know, for some reason they like to keep her around. So that's their prerogative, I guess. All right, so then we got good old Tiffany and Ronald. They come in there, and everybody's going in. Actually, Corey is pretending that he's like the best advice giver in the world. So he's like telling everybody, you should do this. This is how you should act. This is how it goes. And he's talking about Ronald's addiction. Everyone knows that he has a gambling addiction, and he's calling it addictions. And Ronald starts talking after all this. He's getting frustrated. You can tell he doesn't like what's going on. But the only thing is he can hear everybody, but for some reason they can't hear him. So they go to, of course, TLC with their thing. Sean Robinson's like, "Oh no, don't hang up! No, don't hang up, Ronald." Of course we know he's not hanging up. They had to hang up and reconnect the call. That's basically all it is. It's like they try to cause unnecessary drama. Thanks, TLC. Appreciate you. We should have known it was coming. All right, so then, Tiffany jumps in and defends her man, her husband, and it's like, "Hey, you really can't compare us to you unless you look at yourself. I wasn't cheated on." She popped the shots right there, and Corey just pretty much put the head down, and that's all he can do. What can he do at that point? There's nothing he can do. All right, so they talk about Jenny, and Jenny keeps on saying she's very adamant that she did not know that Sumit was married. Now, their whole timeline, I know for a fact their timeline was fake. The whole thing was that he was trying to keep Jenny from his parents. He had to get their parents and this and that, and the whole thing. And oh, my parents can't know that we're together. I got to get this apartment, and I got to pretend I move out. And I got a job somewhere else. Then all of a sudden he moves back home. Come on, man. Didn't make any sense. We knew he was married from the get-go. All right. And that's their culture. They have arranged marriages. That's what goes on, guys. They have arranged marriages. And I'm pretty sure his wife's not bad looking. I'm sure she's not. They got kids too. And that's the thing. I don't know how many kids they have. I know they have at least one. I think maybe two. I'm not sure. But as the time was going by, he was actually talking to Jenny while this was going on. So he didn't even bother mentioning that he got married. But for some reason, I think that he's not married. I don't know. I think that's a fake story, man. I think him and Jenny are really married, to be honest with you. I don't know, man. As time goes on, guys, I think they draw all these stories on just so they can come on for the next season. And that's what's going on for some of these people, man. It's like they just want to draw them in there so they can say, "All right, let's get another next season for you guys." And that's more money, more ratings, and all that kind of stuff like that. All right, so then they jump on to good old Laura and Aladdin. Okay, we don't even talk about Paul and Karini because they didn't have any story at all. Not this season, not this episode. So maybe part 2, which looks pretty juicy, they'll be on there. She didn't know. She said Laura said she didn't know what she was getting into. They argue about Laura leaving for 5 hours, and they're arguing about money. But I see how they pull everybody off the set. Usually they keep everybody on the set, and it becomes mass chaos, lots of argument. Everybody's popping shots and talking smack and everything like that. But they have whoever they're talking to. They have them and their story only, which is very organized. I guess that's okay. But kind of like to see that what everyone else is talking about. But every now and then they'll pop backstage and people will chime in sometimes. They're like, oh yeah, I can't believe this is happening. Something like that. It seems okay. I mean, it's organized. I've never seen TLC do that. I guess that's okay. It's a good change, I suppose. But anyway, they argue about Laura leaving for 5 hours. Aladdin said he asked his mom. His mom said, oh, she just left like that. I don't know where she went. And it was just like weird. And then she lets that, they're saying they're out of money. And he's saying that he pays all the rent. He pays all the money. I mean, that's what a man does. But, I don't know, man. Muslim culture is different, so I can't really call it on them for that. He said he spent all of his money. And then she lets everybody know that, she spent money for 2 months and that she can't pay the rent anymore. So, yeah, she said that her pension got cut. So, yeah, of course, old age, that's what happens. You got pension, and then for some reason it got cut. I don't know if her pension got cut because she was in the United States and she got a pension. I don't know. I just know she got kicked out of the country. She was partying with Evelyn. If you guys want to look at those videos, we have them on the channel as well. And that's pretty much it with Laura and Aladdin. I mean, he was saying that she's disrespectful. I know that fact. I got a disrespectful person too as well. So I understand what he's going through. All right. But yeah, going back with Corey and Evelyn, man, they go in on them for a long time. I think they had the most airtime out of everybody on the show. Now, they didn't talk about the whole part that he was on a date with, he went on dates and everything like that with Larissa and stuff like that. It doesn't come up. Maybe next week it will. Hopefully it does. Definitely got to stay tuned, guys. Drop a like on the video. Don't forget, please. And also subscribe if you have not, guys. Subscribing is 100% free, I promise you. You will not have to pay a dime for a subscription. It does help the channel out, helps the channel grow, and it lets us know that you guys like what we're doing. All right, but anyway, but yeah, Corey acted like he was giving out some good advice. And then Sean asked Evelyn to hold her hands up like this and see, what's going on. And of course, she's not wearing her ring, and she's like, "Oh, I forgot. I totally forgot." You didn't forget. All right, and then they're saying that they're gonna get married in 6 months, and she wants him to get, work out and get buff. She said that he got fat and getting chunky, And then they asked how much money he spent total on everything, totally with Evelyn, and he said he spent $15,000 or $50,000, which is a lot. That's like your savings right there. So I'm like, man, I wish I could save $50,000. The most I ever had in my bank account was $22,000. That's the most I ever had. Man, I don't even want to tell you guys what I have in my bank account right now. All right, so yeah, he has $1,500 in his bank account right now. And then all of a sudden they bring Raul, which is her old ex and one of Corey's best friends that he befriended in Ecuador. And you could tell that he does not want them two together. It's weird because that they got history, but he's kind of subtle. But on the outside looking in, I can see this guy is not happy with those two being together. He settles for it. He's hoping it's him with Evelyn. I don't know what they see in this chick, man. I don't get it, man. That stuff must be great. Like, it must be fantastic. It must be warm inside. Man, it must be like wet wet like for real, man. Water park wet. You know what I'm saying? Slip and slide. They treat her like she's some kind of like Jennifer Lopez or something, bro. Like, I don't get it. Like, man. But let me know what you guys think, man. I think Raul's trying to get back in. I don't think Corey and Evelyn are gonna make it, man. I don't know why he doesn't read between the lines. I know he invests a lot of money, but that's his own fault right there. He didn't have to invest in that money at all, But I know they get paid for the show, and I think it takes time for them to get paid. Eventually, to get paid their money. I don't think it's right away. That's pretty much all I can say about the show, guys. I just can't wait for the second part 2 for the tell-all, and we'll see exactly what's going on next week. Definitely stay tuned for the SWILL Entertainment, SWILL radio channel, guys. We're gonna definitely cover it for you. With all that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Peace.
Like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell notification, guys.
And we'll always keep you guys up to date on the latest trends.
Check out our Facebook and our Twitter. The links are in the description below.
Thanks for listening. Peace.